What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Professor Mims, aka Professor Make It Make Sense. And today I ran across a story about NBA forward Dillon Brooks, who just filed a restraining order on his baby mama. But before we continue, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Every subscription, every like matters so much to me, and I can keep bringing you this fantastic content. But without further ado, let's dive right into this story. So, the Houston Rockets forward Dillon Brooks, who's known as the NBA bad boy, he's in the headlines again, but this time it has nothing to do with trash talk or flagrant fouls. Dillon Brooks has just filed a restraining order against the mother of his child, and he's claiming that there's emotional distress, harassment, and threats that have now spilled into legal territory. So my question is, what's really going on behind the closed doors? Is Brooks trying to protect his peace, or is this just the next chapter in a toxic, high-stakes feud? What started as a private family matter has now gone public, and with the legal documents and social media speculation swirling around the NBA star's personal life. So in this video, we're going to break down what we know so far about the case, what the legal filing reveals, and how this could affect Brooks' image, career, and his custody situation. So here's what we currently know about the timeline of the situation. So Dillon Brooks, he usually keeps most of his personal life private, but it's public knowledge now that he shares a child with his former partner, and sources say the relationship has been rocky for quite some time, with multiple arguments, public disputes, and what a lot of the insiders call a toxic co-parenting dynamic. So, according to legal documents filed earlier, a couple weeks ago, Brooks claimed his baby mama has harassed him repeatedly. She sent threatening messages and even showed up uninvited to his home and events that he had. The restraining order request alleges ongoing emotional distress and concerns for both himself and his child's safety. Now, Brooks is reportedly seeking full custody protections, and he wants the court to establish strict boundaries for all future contact. And as expected, social media is on fire. And some fans are siding with Dillon Brooks, saying it's about time he protected his peace, while others are questioning the timing and wondering if this is the result of a deeper unspoken drama behind the scenes. So while no official statement has been released by Brooks or by the Houston Rockets, legal distractions like this often come with a certain price, especially for a player known for being polarizing on and off the court. Now, the question is, will this impact his season or his image, or is this simply drawing a hard line and taking control? As we know of now, the courts have not issued a public decision on the restraining order. More hearings may follow, and it's unclear whether custody or visitation rights will be restructured. One thing is for sure, though, this story is far from over. All right, so now, here's my thoughts on everything. So first things first, Dillon Brooks needs to take accountability for a lot of this. I know it's easy to point the finger and say, okay, it's not his fault that Heather Andrews, which is the mother of his child, has been erratic and has made things miserable for him, and now his peace is in jeopardy. But having said that, Heather Andrews is an Instagram model. And I've talked about this before in a previous video with Shannon Sharp and his situation, where these guys have the world as their oyster. And I understand that these Instagram models are very attractive. I mean, that's the whole purpose of them going on social media and blasting their body parts all over the place. But having said that, you laid down with them. So guess what? Now you have a child with this person, and understandably, what's done is done. Now you have a child with them, but you should already expect some toxicity in a relationship with someone who's willing to go online and share their body for the whole world to see. These Instagram models are very, very vain, okay? They're very materialistic, and they're prioritizing making money and being popular online over having morals and values. So these are the women that you do not have children with. These are the women that you lay with and play with, but you never stay with. And it baffles me that these professional athletes, they get so caught up into the attraction level with these women that they never really think deep about, if you start a family with these women, it's going to cause a lot of issues, okay? So that's point number one. Point number two, I think it's very, very poetic, a poetic irony, so to speak, that Dillon Brooks' whole image in the NBA is him being a bad boy who harasses people on the court, who gets in their face, who bothers people. Like, he's a very unlikable NBA player, because everything that he's saying that his baby mother, Heather Andrew, is doing to him is exactly what he does in his professional career. So it's kind of funny that in his home, which I understand, your house is your safe haven, it's the place you're supposed to go to escape, that the same drama that you deliver in your career is being brought inside your household. But he might want to take note of that, because here's the other issue I have with him. It wouldn't be such a bad deal if you were an amazing talent. Now, granted, I'm not an NBA player. If I played against Dillon Brooks, he's talented enough that he will wipe the floor with me, because I'm not a professional NBA player. But when it comes to his peers and others who he's supposed to share the same talent with, Dillon Brooks is not that good. And you double that with the fact that he rubs a lot of people the wrong way, and a lot of the NBA players themselves don't respect his craft, because all he does is talk and bully. That's all he ever does. And now it's almost like karma, that the same way that you rub people the wrong way and you act out, now this is happening under your roof with someone you made a horrible decision to lay down with and have a child with. And now you want to go crying to the police for a restraining order. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that despite his personality and with his career and getting on everyone's nerves, that he still deserves peace in his home? Do you think that Heather Andrews deserves some more accountability in this situation? I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Please do me a big favor. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button. And I look forward to seeing everybody in the next video. As always, stay blessed.